Hi guys, my name is Simon Jauke. I'm a writer, I'm a speaker, I'm an engineer. Anyway, today I want to talk about gratitude, and this is the 5th, no, today is the 6th of April. It's Family Day in South Africa. Anyway, so today I want to talk about family a bit and then talk about gratitude as um, something that I'm practicing for the whole month of April. And it's very interesting how we go about this, right? And I did a TikTok video. Actually, it was a YouTube. No. It was actually a TikTok live where I was speaking about gratitude and how it influences your life and how some people take it in which context they do and why that sometimes it seems to me like that is very wiki-washy type of a vibe, you know. So let me just give you a background. So in most of the instances, people don't realize this, but you are going to need to be grateful than you're going to need to inspire to have more than anything else in your life. Why? Because whatsoever that you need to get to be grateful, it's something that is not going to come immediately. So, which means that a lot of your time is going to be spent in gratitude than it's going to be spent in aspiration, right? Now, obviously, you have to aspire, you have to hope, you have to desire, you have to wish, you have to work, you have to, all this thing that you have to do to be able to get into the next destination or in the next point of your life, right? I agree with that. But gratitude is very important, right? Because what gratitude does is that it makes it possible for you to move forward. It makes you possible for you to aspire. It makes you possible to desire. Because without gratitude, you just feel like, things never worked out for you and nothing has ever worked out. People will tell you that my life is not going the way that I planned it, because all of us are always working in some plans or in some plan, you know. So when you are grateful, it means that you're putting yourself in a situation where you say, where I am right now is a place that I was not before, right? So therefore things is kind of like, even if they're not coming in their speed, in the way, in the manner in which that I would have wanted them to, but they're not where I used to be. So for me, gratitude opens up that opportunity for you, that you realize that things are not the way that you feel they are. Because, obviously sometimes you feel like things are not working out, this is not working out, people are against me, this is against me, the world is against me, life is against me. Actually, it's a poem which I once read from T.S. Eliot, where he said, I wish that I'm the problem, because if the problem is the world, then I'm doomed. So where you kind of like put yourself in the situation where you feel like you are the one who is in charge, you are the one who must come up with solutions for your life. So let's go back to this idea where I say, or I criticize today, where I said, church people sometimes we are very funny, and I like to take accountability. So I say we, not the they. We are funny. So I've been I've been part of this group where every day we wake up in the morning, we say what we're grateful for. And people post weird things, man. They're like, I'm grateful for the Spirit of God. I'm grateful for His Word. I'm grateful. Like, I'm like, guys, aren't you not grateful that you have food? Aren't you not grateful that the country that you are at, there is no commotion and rumors of war happening? Aren't you not grateful for that? You guys are just grateful for His Spirit, because I mean, the Spirit of God is within you and it's a right, it's a gift that you get because you're part of His kingdom. Like, why are you talking about all of this wishy-washy gratitude values? It's like people say, I'm grateful that I'm alive. Like, really? Have you died before? Do you know how painful it is to die? That's why you're grateful, So these are things that people say without thinking, and they don't realize that actually does not have hold substance to who they become and their values in life. So when you think about gratitude, I want you to be very, very careful, and I want you to think Don't just say you need to be grateful for the sake that you have passed the day, or at least you're grateful about something. No, you have to decide, actually, what is it that I'm grateful for? And why am I grateful for this thing? What is the opposite of not having it? What is the opposite of not being in a position where this is my reality? Don't just say I'm grateful for my wife. It's like, we hear that, but be contextual so that it have room and there's good root and can able to have impact in your life, because that's how it's supposed to be. Being grateful or gratitude is supposed to establish that for your life, right? So as part of now this long weekend that I experience, I'm just so grateful, man. I'm just so grateful that I am free. I've got a freedom of movement. Like, I've went to so many places, and sometimes I look at my car and I'm like, yo, I'm really sorry for my car, man, because my car is always driving. And the fact that I can do that with ease, like, I'm so grateful. The fact that I can just drive, I can just decide now that I want to go to this place and drive there. I'm really so grateful. And for today, I want to say I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I didn't have to build this house. Someone has to do it. I did not have to think about where to get the material. I didn't have to think about where to get the builder. I didn't have to think about all of that. And all of these things is just freely available. And I want to create a sense of gratitude for my life, all my life. Because, I can tell you a lot of things are good. Unfortunately, the media popularize all of this garbage and how things are bad in the country and all of that. But I can tell you, the fact that you still have the opportunity to even go to YouTube and watch this video, it means that things are still very good. And that's why we have to be very much happy and appreciative and be grateful and say, God, thank you. And we mean it. Sometimes we just say, I don't want to be in a position where I never say thanks when someone gave me something. But we have to feel it. We have to feel it so that it impacts our behavior of complaining. We have to be grateful and say thank you. So it's, as I said, it's the 6th of April. I want to close with this remark of family. Family is a very good place to be. It can be a very difficult place to be as well. But I want you to say that whatever your family is, whatever problems your family have, please be grateful. Please be grateful. Family contribute the most important unit of society. Without family, we don't have society. We don't have a province. We don't have all of this. All of this comes from a family. If you have got a family, be happy. If you don't have one, at least you came from one. And if you can, create one. See you in the next one. Thank you.